Hey guys, HalfBearMan here with another League commentary. So this game I'm playing Nidalee, the Bestial Huntress. I have the French-made Nidalee skin, you can see it there. I really don't think the splash art does it justice, it looks a lot better in game. But yeah, so this is right after the Volibear patch, and we have a Volibear on our team. We also have a Sivir on our team. Sivir got pretty heavily remade. I've been trying to play her, haven't had that much luck, but I guess just last game I played, I did pretty well, so I might put that one up, I might not, because it's basically just 40 minutes of me farming. So, this game, I'm playing Nidalee, and I'm going to go bottom and play kind of Supportdalee, I guess, because pretty much everybody in our team had chosen already a role, and whoa, it is lagging. I do not know what's going on here. Let's see if it gets any better. And Sivir is floating through the forest. I don't know. My league has been lagging really weird lately, so I don't know if it'll get better or not. So yeah, I'm playing Supportdalee bottom, and we're just gonna go ahead and take these these golems because they changed the jungle as well, and they made it a lot easier. I don't jungle, so I really don't care about the changes that much, but I know a lot of dedicated junglers are really mad about it because it's harder to level and you get less gold, and ganking hurts you rather than helps you if you fail. So yeah, I'm playing Supportdalee. Sivir is the carry. I'm going to let Sivir farm. Basically how Supportdalee works is you chuck spears at things, like I'm doing right now. Nidalee is pretty much a AP champion. She's kind of like a hybrid between a damage dealer and a support. So that's because of her two basic her main skills in her human form. She has a human form and a cat form, a cougar form. That's her ultimate. I'll talk about that later. But so yeah. So the reason Nidalee is kind of an AP damage dealer is because of her Q. Her Q is the javelin toss, which I just used there. You throw a spear. It's a skill shot, and you can see right there it has massive range. It moves pretty slow. I think it's probably like the slowest moving skill shot in the game, I believe. And it can be really hard to hit. But when you do hit it at max range, it does up to 250% damage, and it also scales on your AP. It scales with AP pretty well. So if you hit somebody at max range with this, it hurts. It hurts a lot. That's kind of why I like Nidalee so much. It's just really satisfying to melt half of somebody's health away with one spear. Like I believe I just did there. Yeah, Caitlyn just went from like 2/3, 3/4 health, and she is now back. She's down to a quarter. Always fun. So yeah. So you can see my passive right now. It's a decent passive. It's not great, but it can be pretty useful. Her passive, Prowl, when you're running through brush, you get a 15% increase in your movement speed, and that'll persist 2 seconds when you leave the brush. So Nidalee is a natural escape artist because of this passive and because of her cougar form, which I will explain in more detail when I get there. Sivir is getting harassed pretty hard, and she goes ahead and she hits Caitlyn with her boomerang blade, her Q, which hurts a lot as well. So yeah, I go ahead, flash in, kill her with ignite and an auto attack, I believe, and then we go after Leona, and I take her down with a spear. So I'm sitting at 2-0, and I'm pretty happy at this point. I was going to go the like gold for 5 kind of support bottom thing, but now I'm thinking I got a good chunk of gold, and I might as well just go my regular build. Yeah, but I'm playing solo queue. That's kind of why I chose Nidalee as my support rather than like Sona, because I really don't think I don't like playing a pure support in solo queue because people suck. Yeah, it's just pretty much my opinion. I'll support Puddle, but I won't really support anyone else. But yeah, okay. So Nidalee's the second part of why Nidalee was kind of a support AP hybrid is her heal. Her heal is Primal Surge. You heal an allied champion for a good amount, and it's got a pretty good ratio. It used to have the best ratio for a heal in the game. I think it's 1.25. So if you got, like, say, 400 AP, which is very easy to do, you could basically heal your teammates for, like, say, 800, 900 damage, and I just chunked off of Caitlyn's health right there. That was awesome. I love spears. They're awesome. So yeah. They nerfed Nidalee's heal pretty heavily a while back. I think they reduced it from the 1.25 ratio to a 0.7. And here comes Morgana. I can't really help at all. Sliver's just gonna die. I have no mana. Because, yeah, what they did is they heavily increased the heal's mana cost, and they decreased the ratio by 0.55. So basically now it's not nearly as good as it used to be. Which is why now, instead of maxing the heal first, which I always did, you max the heal and you went top lane and you basically just out-sustained, out-pushed somebody. And but now that's not really viable because your mana cost is double. And yeah, but I max Q first now because that spear hurts a lot, and it really doesn't have that high of a mana cost now. I think they took off some mana cost from the spear and they lowered the cooldown. So yeah, I max her spear by 9. I max her heal second because it's still a good skill. It's better than her W. Her W is really just her utility skill, and it's more used for her cougar form. The W is Bushwhack. You lay a trap, it'll deal magic damage over 2 seconds. It'll lower their resistances, and it will show them on the map. It's a really good like warding skill. You just chuck it in random bushes, and if somebody runs over it, you can see them. But yeah, it's pretty much just her utility skill. And every single one of her abilities has a different effect in cougar form, which I went into right now. In her cougar form, I should explain. You turn into a cougar, and you get bonus armor, magic resist. It's like 10. It's a really pitiful amount. It's not that great. It used to give dodge, but Riot doesn't like dodge. They're gonna have to remake Jax now after they remade Sivir. It also gives you extra movement speed, which is another reason that why Nidalee is such a great escape artist. You turn into a cougar, and then you just pounce away. Her pounce is her W skill in cougar form. You just pounce forward, you lunge forward. It deals damage, and it's got a pretty low cooldown. I think like 3.5 seconds with no CDR, and it's like 2 seconds with full CDR. And also in her cougar form, her E is swipe. You basically do an AoE attack on all the minions, or all the enemies in front of you. It does a good chunk of damage. It scales with AP. It's a good skill. We're just going to keep going in aggressive here. And I'm going to miss because Leona got in the way, but I don't care, so I'm going to flash in. And I'm going to get another double kill on a turret. Nidalee is kind of hard to explain when the game is going like this because she's got a pretty intricate kit. One of the more intricate kits. Also, when you're pouncing, you will go. You don't have any direct. The only way you can control it is by. Okay, I'm gonna start over. She pounces in the direction that she's facing. I am getting owned here because Gangplank has spread, and yeah, whatever. I died. Whatever. We were kind of overextended. Probably should have backed off a lot faster than that. I should have probably turned into a cougar a lot faster than that. But yeah, okay, so about her pounce, you will pounce in the direction that you're facing. You do not have any control over where you can go with it with the mouse. You just have to get the cougar oriented correctly. It can be kind of annoying. You can use it to jump over walls, but you have to get it really precise. Okay, so her Q in cougar form is takedown. Yeah, it deals physical damage. It's basically an on hit next effect. It'll deal bonus damage, and the lower health they are, the more damage it deals. So it's kind of like an execution. It's pretty spammy, which is why you build a Lichbane on Nidalee. My build, I go cooldown boots, death patch, Lichbane, and then after that I just go situational. If they have a lot of physical damage, I'll probably buy Glacial Shroud into a Frozen Heart for the CDR and the armor and the debuff, the attack speed or a debuff. If they have a lot of magic damage, I'll probably go an Abyssal Scepter, get that magic resist debuff aura, and it gives a good bit of AP as well. I'm just checking wards around. So I've got my cooldown boots and I've got a blasting wand. So I have 101 AP. Pretty good. Just gonna keep chucking my spears. Riven's down here. We're gonna try and gank, but we're pushed way too far because, well, a Sivir in Nidalee lane pushes pretty hard. Any lane with a Sivir in it, anyways, pushes pretty hard if the Sivir's just going nuts with her skills. We try and go and we try and take down Leona. I forget if we get her. Yeah, we do. I kill her with a spear. Almost died to a turret. Use my heal, and Sivir tanks it for me. Thanks, Sivir. I might not have died. I don't know. We're just gonna go ahead and take this turret down. Also, Nidalee's heal. You probably just saw it there. I was attacking a lot faster than before. That's because it gives you a good bit of attack speed. I'm gonna chuck my spear in there. I think she black shielded, which is why it didn't do nearly as much damage as it should have. And she's gonna go down. I get another assist, or I get my first assist of the game. I've been getting all the kills. So yeah. Let's see. Is there anything else about her kit that I have not mentioned? I don't think so. But yeah, her kit's pretty good. She's really fun to play. When I first started playing this game, I remember fighting against Nidalee, and I hated it. I hated fighting against Nidalee, and I still kind of do hate fighting against Nidalee because she was really annoying to fight against, but she is so much fun to play. So yeah, I'm just going to take out these jungle creeps, which is a lot easier to do because they're a lot easier to kill, and the small rates only give 4 gold, which is kind of ridiculous, but whatever. I'm going to chuck a trap down in front of Dragon so we can see them if they're going to go do Dragon, or somebody's going to have to go and take that damage and clear it out. That's another reason why Nidalee works as kind of a support, is because you've got that trap and you've got that heal. You've got that trap that kind of wards the map. You have decent survivability, not because you're tanky, but because you can get away from basically anything if you don't get stunned or CC'd, and you have your flash up. So yeah, we're going to go mid. I believe we get Morgana, or I'm not sure. Yeah, I think we do. Yeah, I think I take her down with the spear. Yep. Yeah. So, her cougar form has a pretty low cooldown as well. You can turn into a cougar and turn back again pretty quickly. I go ahead and try and take out Caitlyn, and I believe I do flash out, and you'll see, because Nidalee is a freaking escape artist, I'm just like, lol, you can't catch me because I'm a freaking kitty cat. Yeah. I'm good to go with 200 health after tower diving and getting attacked by Gangplank ult, getting stunned by Leona, getting attacked by Caitlyn. I'm good. Yeah, Nidalee has some pretty crazy escapes. See, I got my needlessly large rod. So you can kind of also play Nidalee as a hybrid, but I really don't like doing that because, well, she has one skill that scales off of 80, and